And we are live. We are live. Just double check in. Can you guys hear me? I always like to do a sound check before I do these live, especially when they're chill, right? So I'm pretty sure everything's working. The audio is working. Everything is working. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like good to go. We're working. How y'all doing, everybody? I'm sick as hell. Had a massive fever yesterday. Much better today, but it was a very, very sheesh moment. Solution dog, as usual. Sorry, not solution dog. Solution sad DG. I always get that name wrong. Yes, dollar cost average is the only solution. 5,000 by 3022. Some are saying 10,000 by 2030. Sheesh moment. Oof. Hello there, Saipel. How you doing? What's going on, Anthony? Everything is good. Good morning, Terry. Bro, what are you doing? Get some rest. I know. I know I should. But don't worry. Um, I feel so much better than what I did yesterday. Oh my god, yesterday was just terrible. Very bad. Today, I have no more fever. Or at least not as bad as yesterday. We also have X spaces, so you can't say no to that. So, just getting ready for that and all that kind of stuff. What's going on? I stretched my obviously open eye in my sleep last night. Hellish pain, but it's slowly getting better. I stretched my obviously I overstretched my obviously open eye. What did you overstretch? I don't know. I, I don't know what you're saying, dude. I don't know. Glad to hear that. Thanks. God, I really don't know how I got this thing. This thing is just painful. Yesterday I went to the doctors. They read me 40 degrees, 40 degrees, and I'm like, what is this? And saying, get some. Thanks, Seth Lord. He even gave me a super chat. Get some rest. I promise I'll get a rest after the spaces that I do with everybody, because it's a thing. It's a once a week, and I don't want to disappoint anybody. I want to show up, right? And so keeping it keeping it consistent, showing up for it, because I love you guys. But thanks for the super chat, man. Thank you for you know taking care of me. I guess telling me to take care of myself. Love it, man. Thank you. Tesla's doing great, just doing fantastic. Since the election, my stock is up 140,000. Sheesh. Yeah, since the election, I'm up over 200K, which is absolutely insane. Tequila will take care of it, bro. Maybe if I had a sore throat, not anymore. What do you predict next stock split? What price, Pejjy? Oh, around 1,000 and no later than 2027. Easy. Hope you get back to 100%, bro. Yeah, that's gonna take some time. I think. I mean, I'm still gonna make videos. I mean, I have a video lined up for tomorrow. I ain't gonna let this thing stop me. If I feel a little bit better, I'm coming, man. I ain't stopping. But thanks. Greetings from Germany. How you doing, my man? Hope you're doing great. Richie, how you doing? Hi, Pejjy. Hello from Alberta, Canada. Oh man, Alberta, such a much more affordable place than Ontario. Hope you feel better. Thank you, my man. Go all into your health today. Facts. Facts. I have been. I have been. Do you see the run up on Friday? I'm sitting as yeah, dude. Friday was crazy. Friday was absolutely crazy. I'm sitting with Tesla 70% on my portfolio, plus Palantir and Roblox. Absolutely crazy. Wow. Get well soon. Get well soon from me too. Thank you, man. Thank you. So I think we're gonna be starting the space pretty soon. Before we do, I want to show you guys the all-time bro. We hit an all-time high. It's absolutely crazy. This is absolutely insane. Look at this thing. Go back to this. Where is it? Here, right here. So this is Trump, right? Trump victory right here. So it's here, up 80% almost. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. And then from Q3 earnings, over 100%. Absolutely incredible. Year to date, you would have made 75% if you invested Tesla stock for 1 year since year to date, which is a very good investment return. um, and then 5 years down, wow, look at that all time high, freaking going surpassing that. That's absolutely insane. This reminds me of Palantir and Nvidia. You know how it's going to continue to go up and higher and higher. Insane. Look at that, 1,700%. Jeez, bro, that's insane. That's insane, Max. 34,000. I expect this to be around 300,000 by 2030, the latest. Not financial advice. Not financial advice, but that's all I'm saying. Um, that's incredible, dude. That's just incredible. Like I love the 5 year chart because if you would have bought if you bought Tesla stock at an all time high, I know it's 407, it's supposed to be 414. You're up more than 5%, and that's if you did buy at the previous all time highs, and you did a dollar cost average. Sheesh moment, sheesh moment, sheesh moment, guys. Like wow, you know, absolutely wow. And I think we're gonna be starting spaces soon. What does that see? Join me. Oh my god, they're live. Okay, she started so early. These guys started so early. Okay. Okay, okay. All right, let me go ahead and put you guys through as well. Put us through. There it is. Share. Nice. We're here. Listen live. All right. Come on. Let's see. She has to make. What's with this music, man? Bro. What's with this music? Bro. This.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Oh, I'm not.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are. Hello, there's Pejjy. Hello, all my friends. Let me see. I eat crazy rain, crazy wind, blow everything up. My plan is blow off the wall broken. It's quite a war this morning, me and the weather.
Oh, man.
But
Hello, hello.
yeah. Yo, how's it going, Pejjy?
What's happening? Hope everyone is doing well. Sheesh. What a flippin' past 24 hours it's been.
Dude,
Oof.
how you really feel about the all-time high? All-time high.
Yeah, no, all time high. I mean, it's just every day now that since Wednesday, just every day seems to be like an all-time high, which is insane because I've never planned for Tesla to um reach an all-time high this in 2024. Like I had it in plans for 2025, but not in 2024, which is absolutely a sheesh moment. Because but again, this is the Trump effect, right? So if
W- Well, if you study stock, if you've been follow it, like if you actually sit down and look to the graph to the 2013, 2016, 2019, you see it's out of nowhere the breakout. It like the quote, the famous quote from Katie Wood, the longer the break, the bigger the breakout. I'm thinking we in the beginning of that breakout. Um, is this all Trump effect? I don't know. I think most of it. I think when Elon go to Pennsylvania and doing or helping Trump get elected, I think that's people looking up Tesla. what up with this guy? Why he give 1 million to everyone that support the um constitution and first amendment? I think people look him up, and the Q3 number is like there's a base right there, like Jeff explained. There's a base right there that people in financial um institution, they miss the gap. They have to dressing it. They have what is called window dressing. They have to buy it to show the customer that they have some Tesla. It's moved like crazy. It's make the stock hit all-time high. That's my humble opinion. I'm excited. It's been we see it with our eye what Tesla been doing in this past 3 year. They they've been expanding they're refining battery. They're expanding the insurance to different state. In Texas, they have all kind of promotion, like you can charge it all month for $5. All month you charge at night, you pay $5. All that stuff is a building block for this moment. That's what I think. It's get me really excited. It's like finally people start to see the work, you know, and let's not forget about the China factory, the power wall. If there's a energy, there is a power, and power make it to the money. It's easy just like that, right? And the Tesla bot, like from we robot, the Tesla bot is dancing and then making drink, and then Tesla post the bot not even have eyes, just go walk in the like trail, like in California we call that place like trail, walking in the trail, right? Tesla will just go blazing the trail, not even like fall down. It is amazing to see. I think maybe the mainstream media is done shaking the paper hand now. It's done with the fear, and it's time to like push it. I see so many friends in here. Hello, all you guys. Hello, Eddie. Eddie, you want to say hi? I add Eddie as the speaker. I hope you have a minute to say hi to us. What do you think, Pexi?
Yeah, no, it's a lot of things, right? But I think the main thing right now, what the market is realizing, here's the thing: Tesla went from being the most risk held stock on November 4th and beyond. Sorry, November 4th and prior, and then after November 5th and beyond till now and going forward, became literally an overnight thing, right? Became the most safest stock to own. So the whole market realized that, okay, now that we have a fundamental change in the government, we have a fundamental change in policies, we have a fundamental change in macro environment potentially, and now that all these ingredients favors Tesla. Well, and you have a president who is going to, president who will be working with Elon compared to what the previous, administration, or right now what current administration is. It just flipped. It just flipped. The whole market realized that, oh wait, Tesla is the best risk adjusted, well, not even risk anymore, the most safest stock to hold, the most investment to hold, because now you have robo taxis that may happen sooner, and you'll see policies that was hindering Tesla, um, be put aside, and you will see companies like Tesla thrive more than expected. And now what's happening is coming at a very awesome Goldilocks zone for Tesla, because we have earnings and growth going back to the upside, right? Because the reason why the stock went down from 2021 and onwards to 2023 is because, well, earnings was going lower and interest rates were going higher, and so Tesla was reporting less and less profits every quarter, despite them growing. But Wall Street didn't care about that. They cared about, oh, they're making less money, less EPS, less growth. Companies not value this is this amount, the lower it goes. But now the opposite's happening, and now the market doesn't. I don't know. It looks to me. I, I do want to say it's an Nvidia moment, or that I mean that moment's coming for sure. But I don't want to say. Um, I don't want to say that's that yet. I think what the market is trying to do is they don't want to be. Um, I'm just going through my cloud of thoughts right now. They don't want to be shocked again with Nvidia or Palantir or any of these other stocks that just out of nowhere it just roared up so quick. Because the reason why Nvidia roared up so quick and why Palantir roared up so quick was because they showed a crazy amount of earnings. Now, some will argue that Tesla's Q3 showed a crazy amount of earnings, but then that's it's Tesla. There's a lot of one-time things into that. So something it could be something could be telling something that is telling me that these Wall Street analysts and these institutions, hedge funds, the guys with the big bucks, they don't want to be surprised again. They say, okay, you know what? It looks like Tesla's going to be the one that's going to show crazy amount of profits and margins going forward. So let's start buying as much as we can now, because the stock has gone up the way it has gone up, something like that. That's just my thoughts. And again, just going through my cloud of thoughts as I'm still with, knocked out from this fever that I have going on. But that's what I'm thinking. Yes, Eddie, you had your hand up for some time, my man. What you got?
Yeah, I mean, I've been reflecting on, the recent stock price and reflecting on like the transition that we went through with FSD and this thing that we're going to go through with the bot. And I was thinking
Me
about,
too.
how the Tesla community plays a role in this, and that is kind of unique in that. I mean, there are other companies like Nvidia that have, some very passionate fan group, or community, but I don't know. I mean, the Tesla community is different. Like, again, we're a
5,000.
bunch, people call us a
There you
cult,
go.
and there's a lot of evidence behind that to support it. We spend hours and hours, 5 hours sometimes, on spaces talking about this stuff, and we're willing to spend $8,000, $15,000 on the FSD package in order to test it. But I put a post up on the NES, and then again, I was just reflecting on this. I mean, this is part of the reason why I think Tesla has to lead. They don't have this like cultish fan base that is willing to do this stuff in order to give them like the feedback, the data, and all this stuff in order for them to develop FSD at the rate that they have developed it. And I mean, I think we should try to attack that thought as well. I mean, do the Chinese company do they have like similar fan base that will give them the data, and do they stand a chance? We see the same thing like with Waymo or Wamo, based on who you're. But anyways, with Waymo, they don't have that fan base, so they have to develop their version of Robo Taxi at a slower pace because they don't have the data. They don't have the people that are willing to spend the money in order to test that, and obviously they don't produce the cars. But I mean, I think that if we can attack these things and see where the holes are.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, but I want to. It's crazy to me. Let's talk about Waymo for just a second, because I just don't see a world where you have Tesla's robo taxis everywhere, and you just you just you just don't see Waymos anymore. Like, I just don't see a world where there's cyber cabs everywhere. There's a Model 3 Ys trucks, Teslas uh, vehicles doing robo taxis, and you also see Waymo. I just don't see Waymo. Like it just they're too expensive, they're not convenient, they're not fast, um, and how do you even compete with them? And I don't know why Google
Well,
keeps,
I mean, they went
keeps
at it with
yeah,
different approaches, right? I think Waymo's approach was throw everything at it and, then take things away, delete as you need. And Tesla's approach is, add, delete everything and then add what you definitely
nice.
need. And I mean, their approach with doing it in the cars while selling it obviously made it profitable as well. But I don't know if, I mean, the TAM is so big that I don't know if you could count Waymo out of it.
So this is how I see it. I think I gonna make it so plain English. That's what I can do. I think it's good that Waymo is out there. It's good. It's a good base for people. People see the car driving itself. It's good. All good. However, they pre-map, right? They're using pre-map. They can go just only part of the city. Maybe San Francisco City, San Diego City, LA City, Arizona City. They go just part of it. But how Elon does it, the all the Tesla have this is his promise. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm here to listen to. He said all the Tesla can turn to be a robo taxi one day. You don't have to park your car can go earn for you. And the way he do it, like Model Y, Model 3, Model X, all the car, plus the cyber cab, the golden cyber cab,
Thank you.
right?
That's
And it's
crazy.
one day
Thank you.
switch gonna
I
turn
just learned
on,
what this was.
your car can do it. We just don't know what version it is. We 13. I'm desperate to have it. I paid
Thanks,
10
man.
grand for
Appreciate
it.
it.
Give me Elon, right? I want it. So I think it's just a matter of time. The Waymo, I see it. I live in San. I see it. Oh my God, it look ugly. The Jaguar car, Jaguar something, but they look ugly. They have like massive camera on top of the car, and it does look like robot. But this thing will go. What is the word? Obsolete when the cybercab come out. That's my thought. And the way and right now the big thing in China. I don't know if I'm all right or I'm all wrong or I'm in the middle. I saw it. FSD in China is working right now. They can do ads now. They can do auto smart summit now. So that excited, that moving. So we know for sure America is working on it. Maybe I don't know, people in Australia in here that own Tesla can tell me if it's work over there. But you guys, as Tesla shareholder, this is exciting moment where it's gonna go bloop, go print money. I gonna use SMR word, print money machine. So I'm a Tesla bull. I'm so bull. I'm seeing so bright future. I seeing blue FSD 13. I see SFD 15 and it's go wide. Every car can go. That's what I see. I of course on the hardware 3 sometimes it's kick me out of the FSD say my camera need to I need to clean up the camera. I see that. I see the not so perfect part too, you know? So what you guys think?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think autonomy is a huge accomplishment, whoever accomplishes it, right? And I don't think Tesla will be the only one. My purpose in again just putting that post up is just to think about the competition and like for example, there are other companies in China that are producing, robo taxis. And I think there's some of them look really good that Ray for Tesla posted. And I'm just wondering, like again, I was just reflecting to see like, you know, the lead that Tesla has and how can another company compete with that. and I'm trying to not, avoid my bullish sentiment for this company, but really would like to hear others that are, especially the ones that are in China, their feedback on it. Like, can the Chinese compete with, do they have a community that will help the company produce this, you know, uh, this huge feature that will make, that has so much TAM. That's kind of where I was going.
Eddie, one quick question for people who don't know. What is so much TAM? What is a TAM?
Total addressable market.
Say that again. Total what?
Addressable market.
Oh, I got it. I got it. Okay. Say hi. I want to say hi to all my friends here. Matt is here. AC is here. Oh, a lot of my friends are here. Hi, you guys. Are you guys excited? We have one more speaker too. I don't think I know him. I never reaction with him before, but let's see what he have to say. Uh, laughing. You may speak. Hello.
Okay, thank you, thank you. It's great to be here. I just wanted to say, I want to mention one thing that I think Tesla, no doubt, will be, the largest car company in the world for years to come, and will continue to be so. I really think that the beauty of investing in the stock is there's a lot of other projects they have in relative infancy. With regards to the Optimus robot, their energy systems for households. I think once that fully reaches its potential as well, the stock will continue to go up, several 100%. I'm not quite sure what a long-term forecast would be, but Elon Musk has gone publicly and stated that he projects Optimus will make Tesla a $25 trillion company. Right now, their market cap is only 1 trillion. So just based off that alone, you can see why there's a lot of opportunity in investing in the stock for the long term. So that's all I wanted to say.
Yes, friend. I'm totally agree. So the story of holding Tesla. I believe most of you are watching Tesla stock. There will be the time is go flat. There will be like the Fed high interest rate, like the interest go super high, super fast, and that affect Tesla. But if you have a long what is it, long term horizon, it is the best. Like, how can you beat the AI company that make the AI car, and they're about to release the AI bot? That's a big platform. If you think about it, it's a mind-boggling number. If they make um Tesla bot working in all factory, Amazon factory, Walmart factory, hospital, you know, like our nation have a lot of old people that's gonna stay alive for a long time, and someone have to wipe their ass. Like, I don't want to do it. I'm gladly if Tesla bot come out and take care of those, you know. And imagine when you old, you don't want someone to come clean your stuff and read your mail. You still want your privacy. I don't want people to shower for me, but if I need help, the Tesla bot can do it. And it's this is how I see it. You guys can tell me if I'm crazy. I see Tesla bot as like an iPhone, right? And then it's an app that you can download all kind of ability. It can fix your roof. I live in California. My roof leak. I cannot leave my house for months because of the cost of fixing it is so expensive. So I have to, like, okay, get a worker do one part of the time. Like, that problem will be gone. Tesla bot will go up there and fix you the whole thing, right? Or the windy like today, wind blow everything. My umbrella hit my Tesla. It's like a shit show this morning. The Tesla will come out and keep everything in place. We don't have to do it. In my household, I will buy two of them. I don't know about you guys. And guess like they're gonna make it a trend. The kid gonna want it. They're gonna they're gonna make it like TikTok video. They're gonna go dancing with it. Oh, I see the bright future with this. And simple, just hold. Don't let anyone tell you about your money. Like, oh my God, panic sale. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah. Here's the thing with
Thank you for letting me talk.
yeah. No, no. It's fun. It's fun. No, here's the thing. Ah, yucky cough. Um, the thing with Tesla is that the longer it's a long-term game, right? And the longer you hold it, the better it's going to get. What I see, the reason why I went all in into Tesla stock back in 2020 was because of autonomous, full self-driving robo taxis. I didn't care about anything else. I didn't care about energy. There was no bot back then, anyway. In 2020, I didn't care about the cars. None of that. It was just okay. If Tesla can have this many autonomous vehicles, um, all around the US and North America. Let's have it in some parts of Asia, not even worldwide, and have it around um, these specific countries. Well, then it'll equal to this many ride halls, this many fares, blah 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 blah. It got very detailed, and it came to a number that was kind of mind-boggling. That this would take Tesla to become the world's most valuable company, and it was that thesis that made me go all in into Tesla stock. And now it's becoming true slowly. We have a dedicated robo taxi that's going to be hitting the markets in 2 years, and then next year it's Tesla's unsupervised FSD, which is pretty much a robo taxi service happening starting next year. Switzerland just approved fully autonomous cars, which is crazy, and now you have China looking to give the green light to that. And Europe will be next, but European Union takes a lot longer, and because bureaucracy and red tape and all that kind of stuff, that'll take some time. But ultimately, I believe that once we have robo taxis as a service, excluding licensing, this is excluding licensing, that Tesla can be worth up to 10 trillion just from robo taxis. That's a stock price of north of 3,000. I truly believe that. Now the bot can come in and double that, triple that, quadruple that, 5x, 6x that, whatever it wants to do. I don't know. But for robo taxis, I can see this happening 100%. And this needs a time horizon of at least to 2030. I mean, that's mindset that I had in 2020. But at least to 2030, because if things are starting to happen in 2025, imagine the exponential growth it's going to have the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that. Like you'll see 1,000. The thing with robo taxis, at least in North America, it's like you'll see 1,000 vehicles with robo taxis first year, second year, whatever. The next year you'll see 10,000, and this is at a very slow pace, by the way, but a 10x next year. And if everything's well and everything's going great and they expand to different states, well, then this 10,000 can turn to maybe 200,000, maybe 400,000, maybe a million. Because at the moment, Tesla has, in the US, I think they have about 3 million, 2.5 to 3 million vehicles on the road. Every year, I think that's gonna slap on a million now. So you can just imagine the exponential growth that even with the current Teslas, they can turn into robo taxis, given if the owner wants to have this. And then you'll have the cybercab production coming 2 years later, 3 years later, where they're making 2 to 4 million units of these, which they're just for dedicated robo taxis. So you can see the exponential growth coming. That again, one year you have 500,000 robo taxis on the road. The next year you're going to have more than a million. and everyone's gonna go like, "Whoa, that's absolutely crazy!" And then you'll see Tesla's margins just grow massively. Their profits will explode, and it'll just be like, "Well, what's going on here? What's happening?" And it'll be an Nvidia moment. But that's how I see it. And you can only do this, you can only witness this, and experience this when you guys can, when if you can have a long enough time horizon to witness it. Which, in my opinion, I don't think we got to wait that long anymore, um, because they're starting unsupervised FSD next year, potential robo taxis next year, and the year after that is a cyber cab, and then I'm just waiting for other countries to approve this autonomous thing. I was surprised to see Switzerland did it, but then I realized that, oh yeah, that's right. Switzerland is not part of the EU. They're not bogged down by the bureaucracy and the red tape and all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, okay. So who's next? Austria, maybe? Is it the UK, because UK is not part of the EU anymore? So we'll see more countries. We'll see more countries, uh, get their approval for FSD and stuff. China would be massive, and I think we'll get it first quarter of 2025, as Tesla was predicting, and or what their goal is at least. Um, but that's my thoughts. Yeah, that's my thoughts. All right, Phenom.
Hi guys, I just want to say
Hello.
congratulations to all investors in Tesla. Since IPO, 2010, it's been a wild ride for everyone. And if you're here now or you're a new investor, it's a very exciting time. As Pejjy was just saying, there's a lot of things going on within the company. The stock is reaching all-time highs. Very exciting time, and more than anything, a time to be buying into the stock. And it sounds crazy because it's at all-time highs, and you think that it's gonna pull back and you're gonna lose money. But kind of what Michael Saylor says, regarding volatility, it's a feature, not a bug. So if you can use those pullbacks to your advantage, then those gains can really come in. Like Tesla's up over 30,000% since 2010. So if you're any young people out there listening to me, it's not too late. And these people that are speaking are prime examples of the fruits that this stock can give you, and there's not many stocks like it. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you.
Absolutely. It is one in a, I don't know. How do I know? I think Amazon is a good example. And Apple have had their time, you know. And then if you miss Amazon and if you miss Apple, just like me, I'm a normie, right? This is one of the lifetime, and we have like CEO who working really hard. Like I go to bed, all right, I sleep just fine, knowing Elon working really hard. And like Pejjy say, it's a Trump effect. He's the first buddy with Trump, right? And this morning when I'm scrolling down on X, K10, my girlfriend,
Sheesh.
I have famous girlfriend. She posts this post that I pin up right here. All of 2025 basically, and she posted a picture of Booster, and Elon retweeted that picture. Hit a million people see it, and I think they're talking about Tesla all time high. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy right here. Maybe I have a tinfoil hat, but
No, you're not
I'm
crazy. That
excited.
that's exactly what it was.
I'm excited for 2025. I'm excited for 2076. I'm excited for every year. And this is how I look at it. This is not financial advice. This is absolutely should not do things like I do. Like you should think for yourself. The the stock will 10 backer easy from here. Just because what we say, the FSD. You can turn your car to the robot, go make money for you. The Tesla bot, the cyber cab, the power, the energy, everything, right? However, do you see what I see? The other auto company, they have to come to Tesla and say, "Hey, can you make a car for you for us? Because our factory cannot make a car, and your factory make a car that sell very good. Can you make a car for us and we just stamp a sticker on and then we sell the car?" That's how I see it. And if factory is become products and Elon have machine that make the machine, holy smoke, guy, holy smoke. My price target is 3,500 by 2022. 2032, I think we hit 3,500.
Why are you so
I may be
bearish?
wrong. You go on, Reggie.
Once the robots start making the cars, it's gonna be a whole different story. You know, they're gonna be making so much more money, and their balance sheet is gonna pile up, and they're gonna be on that Bitcoin strategy. I can't imagine the future. It's so bright. It makes my head spin, honestly.
The
Yeah, and you,
yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
real quick. And do you guys don't forget we have Bitcoin in our balance sheet too. Like Tesla bought a bunch of Bitcoin, now it's get all time high and it's a billion sit there. Holy smoke.
yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, when the bots come in, what I expect to see is operating costs to be dropped, or at least, um, yeah, operating costs would be dropped, and which will help increase the massive operating margin, which will just be glorious, absolutely glorious. That's one of my biggest, because when I do long term horizon estimates onto the stock and the valuation, when I go as far as 2035, after the 2028s, I try to be conservatives on the operating costs, but it's hard to guess that, because it's like, okay, you have the bots coming in. How are they going to damper it? By how much? How many of them? They can't replace all humans in Tesla. I just don't think that's a possibility, or maybe it is, but I don't know. But I'm just thinking you can't just replace all of them. So okay, maybe cut down 10%, 15%. Okay, what's the average salary in Tesla? It's 100,000, right? $100,000 salary. So okay, to remove 10% of, but then 10% from what number? Tesla's employees are going to continue growing from now to at least 2028, or when the bots start to accumulate, start to get produced. So it gets very hard to guess this. It really does. But it definitely will not be as high as what Apple's is, as high as Amazon's. It just won't be as high as them when you have the bots coming and, um, contributing to the bottom line and the balance sheet and the operating costs and all that kind of stuff. So that's the crazy part. Tesla's gonna look so lean by end of this decade. I mean, they're lean right now, but with the bots, it's gonna make the company one of the most, like, a company we've never seen before, an income statement we've never seen before, with the balance sheet we've never seen before. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, and it'll be this type of income statement and balance sheet that we're going to be looking forward to Tesla will happen to other companies as well, because the bots will be deployed in their company as well. So their operating cost is going to go down as well. Their margins are going to go up as well. So, oh man, it's gonna be a wild 2030s.
So Elon say it's a new book. It's a new book start now.
Hello,
Right?
everybody. Yes. Hi, my name's Benji, Cyber Benji. I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to speak in this group. I used to work for Tesla for about a year and 10 months. I have a whole story. I've been in manufacturing, chemical manufacturing for 10 years, former veteran. I'm all in on Tesla. I was all in back in 2020, but back then I was broke and I only had maybe $10 or $20,000 to throw in, and I'm more than 10x. Uh, but what I'm trying to get at here is, while I before I joined Tesla, I don't work for Tesla now, right? That's another story. Before I joined Tesla, I knew Tesla was going to win. And I had this gut feeling I should throw all my money into it. I cashed out my 401k, which is all the money I had at the corporate business that I worked at, and I still work at today. I went back to them. I had this feeling, and I was right. And I have this feeling again now. But one of the reasons why I believe Tesla will always win, because I've seen other manufacturing companies and how they implement change and upgrades. And I'll be very specific. If anybody has heard of this word called MOC, management of change, in order to change any process or any machine or piece of equipment, you have to go through an MOC, which can take weeks, months, or years to make this one change, especially in a hazardous environment such as chemical manufacturing. The business that I work for, I love and has given me a great career. And I also love Tesla, but I only invested in Tesla. And when I went to Tesla, I saw how fast they can make a change. For example, uh, uh, so they called me a pilot leader, pilot production supervisor, and I was a part of the initial ramp of the 4680 battery cell at the Cato Row factory in Fremont. And there firsthand, I saw how fast they make changes. For example, there's a machine called a winder where they made the battery where you wind the anode and the cathode together. They have cute names for everything. We just make them up on the way on the way there. But someone thought, hey, if we had cameras so that the machine can see where this strip is, the anode or the cathode, because it kept shifting one way or the other. With this air blow, we can move it. The very next day, this is just an idea. Some engineer with vision experience and a mechanical engineer, they would install it the next day, and he would spend 6-7 hours programming it. And then the following day, it was done. And it was like, hey, it worked, guys. Great. Let's put this on all the machines. Just like that. And this is just one example of like how fast Tesla changes. And I don't want to speak too much longer. I'm new to this space. I'm not a social media person at all. My name is Pejjy, Cyber Pejjy. I'm on Instagram. I have like 0 followers. Like I appreciate the opportunity to speak here, but I really want to emphasize I have this gut feeling again that I had in 2020. I had this way before this huge run up. For example, I bought my first call option because I don't know how to do call options on Robinhood. I bought my first one maybe on November 11th with a 410 call, and I'm up. And I'm like, I wish I had more money to buy more Tesla stock because I've been buying ever since. I guess that's pretty much how I want to close. So thank you, everybody, and I like the small group, and I could speak forever, but I'll just stop now.
Yeah,
I'm just all in, and I think it's a big deal. Thank you.
No, thanks, Pejjy. That incredible. That's incredible. But like, I'm curious to know why don't you work there anymore?
Yeah, so long story short, I'm a former Marine Corps veteran. Went to college, dropped out, worked at chemical manufacturing, and I was such a fan of Tesla when I wanted to join Tesla. After working 6 years with the company I'm with now, they took me on, and I interviewed with a lot of different people, and I just I love Tesla so much, and I love working there. It's a fast-paced place. The reason I left, long story short, I was so committed to Tesla that I ended up getting divorced from my ex, and so this was the only way to get away from my ex. And bless her heart, we are still close. We still talk to each other. We're still very cordial. It's just it was an opportunity for me to leave, and my former employee before Tesla actually reached out to me and said, "Hey, please come back to us. We have another plant for you to run over here in Florida because I started from the bottom up as a worker, and now I run a chemical plant." Um, so this is an opportunity that came by that I never thought I would have again, in terms of being able to progress in my career. I would go back to Tesla in a heartbeat, but at the same time, I'm also enjoying where I'm at now. And you don't have to. Sometimes I wish I was a part of Tesla again, and have that. It just it feels good to be a part of something big like Tesla. It really does. Like, just like I felt in the Marine Corps, I felt that I was there for a purpose and I was a part of something bigger. And at Tesla, I felt that again, and I loved it. And at the business that I work now, it's like precursors of manufacturing, precursors of semiconductors, like the beginning of microchip making. And I feel like what I do there is also impactful to the world, or at least I think so, but I don't feel it as much as Tesla. But I figured one day I'll go back. Tesla, it's challenging. It's really hard here. If you're there for over a year, it can take a toll on your personal life because people like me and the people that work there, they're so invested. Everybody wants to win. That you will work 7 days a week, 12 to 16 hours a day, and you're gonna love it. And I loved it, right? But that's not sustainable forever. So there's a little. I call this a little bit of break. I've been gone for 3 years now, but I totally go back in a heartbeat. Just now's not the opportunity.
Wow, wow. Well, first of all, thank you for the services,
Wow.
but man, it sucks to have some personal issues strip you away, or leave due to personal issues, man. That sucks. But hey, I mean, as long as you're happy now, I guess that's what's important. That's more important than anything. But wow, what a wild story, man. Wild story.
I could talk all day. I have some interactions with Elon and how he thinks and how he conducts himself. So I could also share that some other time. You guys just hit me up. But just I'm new to X. I just joined like 2 months ago, or not too long ago, and I just recently got my check mark. So I'm new to all this. So thank you.
Wow, thank you. Cyber Benny, hang in there. I mean, hang in there. The social media will, um you will have follower. You have good story. Keep posting. Welcome to the space. What a story. Um, you strong person. I can hear it from your voice. You strong person. So thank you for sharing about your investing journey also. It is good to learn. And yeah, I agree. um this is how, from your story, this is how I see it. You invest in it. You invest your life, you invest your time in the work that you do. You must be proud, my friend. You must be proud. um so now we have new speaker, Teddy. Hello, Teddy. um
Hello, hello,
okay,
hello.
I
How are
hear
you?
you. I'm
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
thank you. Thank you
Everything
to
okay?
join space.
Yeah, yeah. I'm good. Thank you for joining for this Zoom meeting. I have a great idea for the company. Tesla is the best company in the world, not only as a business company, but also for global warming, because as Tesla, as we all know, it is electrical used cars, which is produced for the last things, and for it's also continue for the future, which helps to reduce the global warming. Nowadays, it's one of the warning for the world. That encourages for all of us to invest
Hello, Teddy. Is this my internet went back or Teddy is
No,
like get quiet?
no, no. I think Ted. We lost Teddy. Did
Okay,
we?
Teddy, you thank you, but you may leave the space and come back again. Thank you, my friend. Pejjy, what do you think? What are you curious about?
Curious about a lot of things. um, but yeah, I mean, well, what happened this week? One major thing that happened this past week that you know confirms that Elon was right and Elon's way of doing FSD and robotaxi correctly, neural nets and everything, end-to-end network, is when GM came out and they said that, yeah, we are now working to find a way to do end-to-end network for our crews, which made me laugh so hard because they're pretty much admitting that, yeah, we messed up with the lidar stuff and all that other stuff, all the ways
And
that
they
we've been
lost
doing.
billions.
Oh my
They
god.
lost billions.
Yeah, they
I'm
just
sorry. I'm even laugh at this.
I don't understand these companies like Tesla and Elon. They're showing them that, hey, look, what we're doing works. So why are you trying to find another way? Like, okay, I understand you want to, there's million ways to roam. Fine, but like that's gonna cost you billions upon billions, which you probably don't have. Okay, Apple probably had it with the Project Titan, but that was 10 billion down the drain. That was for an EV car, not for FSD or anything to make an EV, and they lost 10 billions, and that took a decade, which is ridiculous. Oh my god.
Peggy, how about the gossip? How about the Elon and Tim Cook have dinner with Trump? What do you see?
Oh no, like I mean, well, I don't see much to it. I know like Elon did visit Tim personally when X was on the line after he bought Twitter, now X, telling him that, hey, don't remove the app off your iPhone. Don't remove it from your iOS. And Tim Cook is smart. He knows that if he pisses off Elon, oh my god, Elon's gonna go after this guy like this, just like how what has Elon has done with pretty much every other you know individual that went after him. Like for example, the government. Well, now he is the government, and then legacy automakers. Well, now the legacy automakers are being crushed. You know, and if Tim Cook tried to do something with the iOS App Store, whatever, Elon will make a phone, and he was very clear about this on Joe Rogan, saying that we don't want to make any phone. We could if we want, but if Android or if the App Store decides to be biased or decides to you know put restrictions and not be a free market and free place where we all what we all think it is, well then we have to do something about that, just like what he did with the free speech and stuff like that with X and Twitter and all that kind of stuff. So Tim Cook knows that he shouldn't step on Elon's toes. If anything, he should be working with him. But I don't know. I'm not gonna read too much into it, other than those two companies or those two individuals will get along and work something together on whatever it is in the future and stuff. Um, that's what I think. I mean, what do you think?
Well, I think it that they also gonna be business talk, right? I guess this is I just in my head thinking about what I see, right? I think there might be something with Grok, App Store, you know? Grok in the app on the phone. If Grok become an app on the phone, just like X, there's more data, more consciousness go to Grok, and I don't know, maybe Apple have more integrate with Tesla. I don't know. Maybe they have a bring factory back in America. Maybe Apple start a factory in America. I don't know, but all good stuff. I think. What is the word? Pejy, prosper. Make the land in America, the empty land, make it a city. Make factory, give people a job. You know, prosper. That's what I see. I may dream about it. I may be wrong. My dad say 99.99% you might be wrong, but 0.01% I might be right, and it's a good thing. It is a very good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, oh, it's gonna be. I mean, Grok and Apple and into integration with phones and cars and stuff. I think imagination is wild. The possibilities are endless. So let's see. And what I want to see,
And
though,
the Tesla app too, right? The Tesla app, like the Uber app, like Cybercat app.
yes,
They
that
must talk about that.
yeah, of course, Tesla has to come. Tesla has to make this app. They have to make this app, and allow other services to be part of that. And then whoever wants to be part of that has to pay a royalty to Tesla for them to use. For example, the Robo Taxi, Netflix, Spotify, whatever entertainment they want to use, they could use, but they gotta pay for it. They gotta, just like what they do with Apple. Um, but yeah, it's endless. It's endless. It's with this service, SaaS, software as a service, robot as a service, robot taxi as a service. Oh my god, it's endless the amount of you know other services you can slap onto it. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Just imagine if they talk, if they become what is called um like business partner. Just if, right? Your phone can connect to your Tesla bot, and you can download the app to your phone, and then like teach your bot to do whatever you want through your phone. Just imagine that. That's a one more thing is could be accomplished. Oh, I live in a sci-fi world, man. We have reusable rocket. I don't think in my life I ever see it. It's amazing. And yeah, it's done. The 4 year of Biden that tried to lawfare with Elon is over. My dreams came true. I'm excited for this year. For next year, 2025. What you see, Pejy? What you see?
Well, before I answer that, I low key think that Biden voted for Trump. That's for sure. He was so happy when he was,
And
yeah,
his wife wearing red.
yeah, exactly. No, because look, his whole his Democratic Party kicked him out. Like they kicked him out. Like, of course he's not happy. He's like, the heck, man. And of course it was their fault for not having someone else earlier. But still, I would have voted for Trump too if I was in his place. And he was so happy. He was so happy. Anyways, 2025. What I see for Tesla. Oh man, 2025 is going to be such a wild year. There's a lot of catalysts too in 2025. For example, we have the Megapack Shanghai coming online. We have the robo taxi starting in 2 states, unsupervised FSD, affordable vehicles, which we heard about earlier last week. Um, we see interest rates coming lower, in my opinion. We see other countries approving autonomous driving. Um, we see lithium refinery of Tesla coming online again. Not again, but coming online. That's one that's going to really bring down the operating cost for Tesla down big time. Um, what else is there? A major one that I'm trying to think. Maybe semi. They're saying semi could happen early. I mean, late 2025. But I don't know. I put that in 2026. Um, there's just so many things happening in 2025. The most important thing is margins going back up, and we continue to see growth on a quarterly basis. So I see that. I see that happening big time. Go on. What else is there? I had a whole list too.
I have question for you. Do you
Yeah.
believe Katie Wood and what is her name? Uh T-
Tasha?
Tasha? Yeah, do you believe them? Do you believe in their forecast? They're good.
They're saying what? 2,900, 2,600 by 2029, right? Is that what they're
Yeah,
saying?
26 by 2029. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And that's Robo Taxi based.
yeah, I think that's realistic. I know they said 2000 by 2027 before, which I didn't think that was true. I think half that, 1,000, sure, and rationally. I mean, Tesla stock can reach 1,000 next year, but la, la, irrationally. Darn it, I can't even say that word properly. But anyways, you guys know what I mean. Um, so it could, and then but it probably stabilizes in the 600-700s, maybe around there. But to reach 2,000 rationally, we need to have like solid earnings, solid growth. We need to have that, and they're saying 2,600 by 2029. If we have if Cybercab is going to be produce 2 to 4 million a year starting 2026, let's say 2 million, and let's say 2027 to 2029, well, that's 2 years. Well, let's say 3 years if you include 27, 28, and 29. That's 6 million cybercabs on the road. That's crazy. That's absolutely
so
madness.
Elon say the cybercab will go in the mass production in 2026 in the Q3 earning. You believe him?
Well, he said volume production. So, um,
Yeah.
yeah. So I do believe him, but a volume production means is that, hey, we have the line ready to build this thing on on scale, because this is the unboxed version. The Cybercab is the unboxed version, which it'll take twice as fast, probably even more, to build a car, which is insane. So if Tesla is building, um, I don't know how many Model Ys they're building. They're building a lot. Like I think over 1 million. They're building Model Ys a year, and that's a massive car. That's a big car. Cybercab is, uh, I think the Model Y has only 200 parts. Cybercab has 80 or less, and unboxed version. So I think the Cybercab will be built 4 to 5 times faster than the Model Y, which results to being actually more than 4 million. So, but around 2 to 4 million. Like it'll be quick, it'll be fast, because it's just like it's an unboxed version. You just like put this part, that part, top, put the sides, and that's it. It's done. Uh, Done within this many. I don't know how long. I'm not in the. I don't know how it is being on the assembly line or whatever. But it's a sheesh moment. Like it's gonna be very fast. It'll be very quick. Maybe the first year for Tesla to be very cautious, they'll probably produce maybe 300,000, 200,000. If orders don't come in like how they did with Cybertruck, 2 million reservations within a year, right? But I do see something like that. Yes, Cyber. What do you think?
Hi. Thanks for the opportunity to speak. Cyber Benji here. Oops, I raised the hand again. Sorry, let me take that. I think for 2025, it's gonna be probably the best year that Tesla's ever has ever had. And I know I'm a Tesla fanatic, and I just want to be clear about that. I have been since 2019. I'm all in. Uh, but now we have Elon paired up with Trump. Like you now have a partnership between a presidency and a corporation. Of course, there aren't going to be any shenanigans going on in terms of backdoor deals. I believe in Elon's integrity, um, but at the same time, you don't have a government that's against Tesla. I think that's the biggest deal. That's the most important part. That's why I think 2025 is going to be the biggest year for Tesla. And the other thing that I kind of wanted to mention is people aren't really seeing. I'm looking at this from a manufacturing perspective. Again, I was a blue collar worker. My dad was a dumpster truck driver, and I told him I wanted to drop out of college after the Marine Corps, and I asked, what do I do? He said, go work. Blue collar work is a good living. You'll have a good life. Just work hard and keep out of trouble. And he was right, right? But from a manufacturing perspective, hiring people is so difficult to get the right person. And even not even just the right person, just anyone willing to do the work. I'll give you a very specific example because working at Tesla, working on the manufacturing line for the car is so simple. I didn't work there. I worked at the battery 4680 Cato Road facility. But I would go over there to work with other groups and engineering teams to kind of bring the right resources to the battery manufacturing area. But I would see the work, the machines, how optimized they were compared to the battery sector where I was, because we were a pilot line. We were developing new things, testing and upgrading every other day. But on the main line, you'd see the jobs, and they're so simple. You could literally get any grown adult and say, hey, stand right here, watch me. Grab this thing, put it there, step back, press these two buttons, and the machine will do its thing, and it won't hurt you, right? That's simple. That's what most of the jobs were like on the manufacturing line. And I would see the workers do this, because I was a pilot supervisor. I would see them do this for 2 hours, and then they rotate for ergonomic reasons and do something slightly different, a different machine. But just hiring people and getting people, can you imagine, the job sounds so easy, but it's hard because it's so boring. Nobody wants to do it. Very few people want to go and do this for 12 hours. And you can't be distracted. You can't play on your phone. A lot of people just love to play on their phones at work all day. Who doesn't? Everybody does. But you can't do it there because it's every few seconds you have to do this. You can't stop. And you can't be distracted for safety reasons. So I think the robot being built and what I've seen online so far, they could do that right now. They can build 10,000 of those right now and just put them in these stations and produce more. It's not the machines that are the limiter now. I'm sorry, it's not the machines. It's the people staffing these sections. Having people, everybody has to stay on top of it, or you slow down the line. And I think that's a big deal for Tesla, that they're so far ahead with this robot that in 2025, you hear online in the news articles that they've put in two on the line somewhere. They put them in. You've seen that video of the battery getting removed. That's a quality port where they get rejected for some quality reason, and you have to put them in trays. Workers would do that. That's in the battery sector. But the jobs are literally that simple because the machines are so automated and so simplified and so safe for the worker. But they could do that right now. So I think it's gonna be a big year because they're gonna reduce on people power. And I'm not saying that this is a good thing that people are gonna lose their jobs. No, what I'm saying is Tesla will be able to build more lines more output of vehicles, whether it's a cyber cab or the semi or the batteries, pick whatever you want. They won't have to worry about hiring people because you always find enough, but you won't find enough for every station. But if you are ramping, good luck finding the people unless you have the robots. So I think the robots, people aren't seeing the robots as, or the Optimus bot as value added. They're just saying, oh, what if people rent them out and buy them and make them work at McDonald's or clean your house or whatever. I would love that. I want one day. As soon as they come out, I'll sign up. But you have to think from Tesla's manufacturing perspective. They need people, and in order for them to build these factories, they need people, and these robots are going to be it. I think that's my opinion on. Hey, Tesla's this 2025 is going to be a big year because they won't be limited by people. On top of a lot of other things. So thank you for the opportunity.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you. I agree. So we have now we have Teddy back. We're gonna add him as a speaker. See if it's work this time. Hello, Teddy.
Yes, yes. Before you start, Teddy, I got to head out. I know usually I'm here for the full 90 minutes, but I need to cool down this fever a little bit more, kill it, whatever this bacteria or virus is, until next week. Um, but I'm gonna head out. So I'll see you guys. I mean, this space will be
Feel
continued.
better, Pejjy.
Thank you, thank you.
Feel better.
That's
Yeah.
what
See
I'm
you
trying.
See you next
Yes.
Saturday.
See you guys next
Yes.
Saturday. I love you all. Thank you, Faha, and I'll see you guys next week, next Saturday. Take care. Bye bye. Oh boy. All right. I am here. Blake, welcome to the channel. Thanks for becoming a member. I just got gifted too, which was a sheesh moment. I doubled down Tesla right now. Good stuff. Anyways, I got to kill this freaking fever, headache, whatever this thing is that I got going on. So I'm gonna call it. I had to leave early. Anyways, does not matter. Join next week for the next Saturday. Every Saturday we're doing this with spaces. Make sure you guys smash that like button if you haven't already. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video because there's always the next video. Love you guys. See you. Bye bye.